to you, it's not real. It's not true. Well, it wasn't you, at least. And so then you can take the actions understanding you're innocent, or you can defend yourself or walk away. And so that's it. Like, in every action that I do, I may not be the smartest, I may not be the rightest, but I try my best. So it gives me, I can sleep at night. I know that whatever it is that I've done, um, whether or not it's hurt people or not hurt people, I'm not the judge of that. Because if you was at the same level of empathy, if you had empathy for me really, and you actually called me and asked for my side of the story, which nobody's done since I started my journey, nobody's asked my side of any kind of story. There's just rumors. There's other people's stories, and nobody's came and asked mine. So, except one time, but, so yeah. But when I started my journey and I told people, I was like, only time is going to tell if I'm a good guy or a bad guy. Only time. Like, because I understand what it looks like I'm doing. I understand that me saying, fuck you, and go and be by myself, me saying, fuck you, I'm not going to help you, fuck you, it's going to look bad. And I'm going, no. What I'm doing is I'm going, fuck you, I choose me. And if I don't say fuck you, you're going to keep coming. And I'm going, no, fuck you. This is my time. I don't give a fuck what happens to you, really. Go heal yourself. Because I'm healing me. I got to find out who I am alone. Without you, without your projections, without your rules, without your insecurities, without your judgments. And that's again, so that's why I stepped away from my family, because it's like if they're attached to a book, a floating book, a different interpretation of the book. It depends on what day of the week it is or what kind of Christian they are. Sometimes they want to be Jewish, sometimes they don't want to be Jewish, sometimes they want to be this. And instead, it's a fictitious, imaginary, insane fucking idea. Religion. Always ever changing. When again, the Creator is in you. God is in you, not in the book. You don't need a book to know what it's like to feed the homeless or to help someone, in which nobody feeds the homeless anymore, but some people do, but to help, to give of themselves, to be Christ-like, not a Christian. You know, there's another thing. It's weird. I want to turn the light on over there, but I'm just fucking lazy right now. I don't understand people. So again, I guess if I never got it, and so now sometimes I have my headphones in, like I'm not fucking. I just peace. What up? Good, motherfucker. Seems kind of rude, sure, but not really, because I'm in my space. I'm eating. You know, I'm walking through the store and I got my headphones in, and sometimes people maybe want, like, some people touch me and then I'll pull my headphones in, which I don't really like to be touched, but in scenarios I get it. I got headphones in. As long as you're not coming at me with fucking guns on your hip and shit, and you touch me, then I don't have any reason to like defend myself. I can just be open conversation. But I do get that people could perceive me again, and this is people could perceive anything. If I walk around with a cantaloupe on the tip of my dick, I mean, maybe that's what happens if at my home from my bloodline, my ancient. Until I walk around town with a cantaloupe thing on the tip of my dick, you can't see it, right? It's not showing anything. But here in this white world, this whitewashed understanding of Christianity, of a make-believe God, you know, that hung on a cross, human sacrifice, that you guys worship and pray human sacrifice and love human sacrifice and drink the blood thereof and eat the flesh thereof so you can be one thereof. Human sacrifice. I'm well, it's not a human sacrifice. It's not a human sacrifice. You drink the blood thereof, eat the flesh thereof, to make body one of thereof. It's human sacrifice. No, but it's just a representation. It's human sacrifice. So you and the satanic cult are equal. One just does it imaginary representation, and one maybe drinks blood of physically. So what's worse? Again, the book also says if you do it in your mind, then it has been done. If you hate your brother in your mind, then you hate your brother. It's been done. It's your book. It's your laws. It's your own judgment on yourself. That's why I don't abide to that book, because those aren't my judgments. I have righteous judgments. That book is unrighteous. It's for the unrighteous. Better quoted. And we're all love here. I'm serious. Like, as much as you can watch me switch, I can be the lightest of light while I slap the fuck out of you and make you see night. In one motion. But it is what it is. Some people call me the devil. Some people will call me the only son. I'm both. Just don't make me have to do that to you. Just don't gaslight me, you know? I'm just kidding. You ain't worth my time. And that's the point. Most people are not worth your emotions. Your emotions are yours. They're for you. They're a gift from the creator of all things. If you're sad, it's for you to be sad. For you to reminisce, to remember, to embrace the times that you no longer have with whom or with what you once had. But understand that you always have them. You've never lost them. Once they're here, once they're lived forever and always. A moment with a mother, a good moment, a good hug, a good talk, an honest one, not a lie. You can last and live on that thought forever. You don't need to think about the bad. And there's always forgiveness. And things can always change, but from my perspective, if it's not in the 3D, if it's not here, if it's on the phone, no, not gonna happen. It's gonna be a fucking letter, not gonna happen. If you want something, show the fuck up. Talk to me like a fucking eye to eye. We don't have to talk. We just hug, whatever. But again, it has to be in this. I hate this phone. I fucking hate it. It fucking makes me angry. Now, it doesn't mean I can't. Some scenarios are blessed with interaction. That's how we have to communicate just in the time being. But I just really hate the phone. I hate the technology. I hate the string attached to it. It's such a trap. As I'm sitting here with technology. Got toys everywhere. They're not really toys. I gotta turn that light on when it's so far away. Because I have to back my chair up. I gotta get up and go do it. See, that's life, right? Like, is it that difficult? The light's right there. About 6.5 feet away. But I'm comfortable where I'm at. And do I need the light on? You know? Kind of same thing. But then again, like, how much better would it be if I went over there, turned the light on, just wasted 2 minutes? Not even 2 minutes, like 23 seconds. Turn the light on. Fuck. So just think about it for yourself. You could just cross the fucking street and your life would be 1,000,000,000 times better because you would actually be with light instead of be stuck in hell by yourself. So look at my womb. This is my womb. So these are my. This is my big gun. It's my grenade launcher. It's like I launch grenades. Grenades of love balls. Oh, I got my balls in here. I finally got my balls back. What you stole? Oh, I'm gonna show you my balls. Don't tell nobody, okay? Let me have. This is my room. This is my bed. Got a badass comforter. This comforter makes me hot as fuck though. So I gotta, it's very hot. I'm cold blooded. I'm a reptilian. I'm an alien. I'm cold blooded. At least some of the women say that, but they're just. I don't give you attention, so I'm a bad guy. Maybe be entertaining. There's my boss. I've been reluctant to put these out because I'm just assuming some Karen's gonna call and say, "Oh, this kid's throwing things that are dangerous," and then they'll have the bomb squad come, and I'm like, "This is a fucking Christmas ball, you dumb bitch. Mind your business. You can't afford this. It's out of your price range. This is made with love, and I licked them. Oh man, it reminds me, teeth. But yeah, I got only so many balls. Pretty excited about them. They've been put up. But this is my room. This is my train. Let's see. Look at this. Oh, look at the train. Look at my T-Rex. T-Rex has got bigger feet than you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? T-Rex got big feet. You know what big feet mean? You know what I'm saying? It means it got big toes. He only has 3 toes. He's T-Rex. Oh, look at this. So look, he's got a Gatling gun. This is Joe Rogan right here. This is Joe Rogan. He's an ape. Just kidding. I don't know why I said that, but he's a little lad. And then the elephant, which is me, obviously. And we got Leonardo. Let's see what else. And then we got my 3-headed hellhounds. And they lead my way. This is my truck. I would turn the lights on, but I can't. This is Leonardo. This is my weapon. I made this weapon. It's nice. It's made with other weapons. I got a dragon. I shoot T-Rexes at people. This is my Halo sword, Infinity glove. I got my bow and arrow. I got another bow and arrow. I got Sasquatch in the corner over here. This is a huge painting. These are all paintings. Everything is paintings. This is my horse. This is Leonardo Sequana. This is Stacy. This one's Curly Q. This is T-Rex. This is Steve. Steve has big feet. He takes mental health medicines. But he was in the war and stuff. So, Steve, it's okay. We get you. You're a good man. You got a badge and a gun. I like you. You're funny. Be nice to your old lady. She supports you. Remember that. And we all need love. This is a magic ball. This is what I do. Magic stuff. I'm just kidding. I don't do any magic stuff. There's my shoes. Another pair of shoes. This weapons. this weapon. That's a RPG right here behind this is an RPG. This is behind this duck face. This is a little kid hat. Um, so I don't know who that goes to yet or what I'm gonna make on that, but it's gonna be badass. And this is that's a shoddy. Obviously, you gotta have a shoddy. This is unicorn head. See the moon? Look, I bet you guys don't have moons in your bedroom because you're not cool. So whatever. It's just a fortnight, but it's gone. It's gone, and it's back. It's gone. Okay. So this is a green hat. This is a gun. This is Jacob's ladder. Obviously, me, the sun. Everyone fights me. They can't get to the ladder. I'm too strong. You're not wrestling with God. You wrestle with me. Boom. I am God. And then here's this. Cool. New helmets. Horses. Who's this? This is where the magic happens. Well, it doesn't happen much more anymore. I'm kind of over giving my seed to women. They can't handle it. They go crazy. You can't pump them full of the universe and demons when they're too weak to handle them. So there's Leonardo. And then this is a shotgun. And then there's my smashing hammer, which evidently someone was in here the other night. She instantly hit her head on my smash hammer, and she says, you hit women without even touching them. And I was like, well, you hit yourself on my smash hammer. I didn't do it. You jumped in the bed, not me. I had nothing to do with it. Again. But here's my hats. These are my hats. This is my guitar. Sometimes I play guitar. I don't like how this works. This is my monster truck. What is that? See how big it is? It's nice. This is my nunchucks. Sometimes when I get real, I like nunchucks. And then I got ball. And then this is my things. This is a puppet. Evidently, this is like a $750 puppet by itself. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. It's worth way more now. This is my Tommy gun. Say hello to my little friend. You know. Then this is what look up. I lay here. Just look up. There's nothing up there, I know. And this is a nice gun. This is my 69 hat balance. So then I got a musket. Black powder's the way, you know. Black powder's the future. Because once all the bullets get shot, which will happen soon, there'll be no ammunition left. The power grid will go down, and we will no longer produce. And then we're going to melt down all the guns, and we're going to make a god, a cow, you know what I'm saying? A Taurus, a bull. Because you asked me for it. You need something to worship because you guys are weak humans. So, but then like, some people call me Vi. I'm not Vi. I'm Jinx. I'm both. I'm schizophrenic. I'm just kidding. You're schizophrenic. I'm perfect. See? Then I got my music. Then I got YouTube. But again, then my periodic table. This periodic table. I just stand here for hours and I just stare at the periodic table like this. I just stare at the periodic table. It's my favorite pastime. And the past is the future. So, good boogers. These are my jackets. Oh, I got some more stuff I gotta put on my jackets. And then I got this. I got this backpack for $4. It's a good deal. Look at my eyebrows. It's like a horn. I usually cut it. I do cut that because it gets wild. I'm a beast. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna make a hat. But first off, I gotta. So this is the color orange is the color of grieving. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 hats. Little kid hat is getting the dinosaurs. And so it's this black one. This is like a fucking adorable. It's nothing cuter than little kid stuff. Na, na, na. So I wish I had a dad who made me some cool shit. Allowed me to do shit when I was little. But I don't. Every scenario that I'm in, I'm so grateful that it worked out exactly the way it did. And it kind of sounds shitty. And I do have to check myself a lot of times and see if I'm being too harsh on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Am I being too much? Not in the sense of like I am too much, but like am I being an asshole for no reason? Like is there something into me other than I just don't. Number one, I don't have time. I don't want to give you false hope. I'd rather just not fucking talk to you ever again than give you some kind of false fucking hope. Because again, once I'm done with you forever. You do not exist to me. You could still be in my head forever, but the 3D connection is done. There's no going back. And it's not because I did anything wrong, nefarious or evil. And maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I didn't. But from other people's perspective, they can perceive that. But it's like from my, again, I make sure I do things where it's like, there's no ill will. I could be pissed off. I could be mad, but I'm never going to cross those lines to do that. It's just not worth it. This just petty bullshit that only a child would do. And so again, when I look at my family, or when I look at a jealous woman or my sister or someone who's not okay with themselves and they do or say things that they think may be funny, but it's hateful and mean and a lie when it's just their insecurity, especially women. That's why they made a movie called Mean Girls, because it's a real thing, because women are mean, and they're only mean because they're insecure about themselves. And so I watch these women all the time where they're just mean as fuck. Like instantly. Like I'll be laying with a woman and then a woman she'll start talking shit about every fucking woman that she doesn't even know about that came before me and how shitty they were, or they're not pretty, or they're not this, and it's that woman's insecurity in the moment. And some people are like, oh, it's because she loves you, and I'm like, no, it's because she's a fucking insecure bitch. It has nothing to do with love. It has to do with her being insecure with herself and hateful. And so that's what's wrong with the world. When it's like, you know, why would you shit on your fellow woman? If anything, fuck, you guys should fuck me together. If you both like me, then you can share me. There's plenty enough to go around. So this concept again is like, you're beautiful in your own right. You're the only one that looks like you. You're the only one that thinks like you. You're the highest level of you, and she's the highest level of her. You're all women. Women need to come together. Men need to come together. We all need to come together and share. So that's the concept. You're not in competition. You're only in competition if you're a weak fucking cunt who can't provide for themselves. And so they're chasing that void. And that's men or women. So even in this concept, for me, say there was this beautiful fucking woman, like, I'm not going to compete for her. But would I share her if she's that badass? Yeah, fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck. She got more than one hole. I can only fill one hole. If she needs it, whatever. I mean, it may not work out that way. Like, I may not be into it. And at the end of the day, I may just say, whatever. Maybe I don't like it. Maybe I do get a little jealous, you know? But at the same time, no. Because I know how attention works. So it is what it is. But she may need that. Or even in the future. Like I said, I don't care. I think that every relationship needs to start one-on-one only. And then you can add two. But then again, you got to learn how to separate sex from the rest of your life, which I already do. But again, women just get so jealous and it's such a turnoff. You think that that's what you want. You want your woman to be jealous. You do not. You want her to have trust in you, but she has to have trust in herself. She can't give something that she doesn't have in herself. So if she's a hoe in the inside, and she's always looking for the next best thing, or she's always head on the swivel, she's always looking for the next best thing, then she's not going to be able to trust you ever. She knows what she's doing, so therefore she can only understand that the moment she messes up, you're going to go for the next best thing. And so that's how she's going to treat you. Again, it's almost, and so it's like, even when I've been with women, like, I get it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you do. Again, and then I talk to a woman and she's like, but that's what they want. I'm like, but that's not what you're going to get. I shouldn't have to tell you how to act. I shouldn't have to tell you shouldn't be looking for the next best thing if you're in this relationship with me. I shouldn't have to tell you this. I shouldn't have to daddy you. But that's what women need. We need you, because then it lets us know you care. No, it lets me know that you can't do things for yourself. You're not an adult. So that's not attractive. If I have to guide you and fuck this book, I live in both. So I mean, again, it's like, if your woman or man can't think for themselves or guide for themselves, then at some point you do have to walk away from them. And that's okay. That's the repercussion for their actions. Because that's the only thing you can do, is give someone repercussions for their actions without physically harming them, without putting them down, without yelling at them or cussing at them. Again, like the last girlfriend I had, I never raised my voice, never touched her, I never was mean. It was just, boom, it's over. You did this illegal fucking act. It's over. No coming back. Oh, let's just have makeup sex. Fuck that. I'm not talking to you ever again. In a discussion. Done. No mas. Oh, I made a mistake. That's not a mistake. You don't take people's phones and go through them when they're asleep and take numbers off of them and shit. That's not a mistake. You don't go through people's personal shit. That's not a mistake. It's illegal. It's a mistake. It's not a mistake. There's a difference. You understand what a mistake is? A mistake would be like you tripping and falling on my dick. That's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. Yeah, this is your Sat's gonna be sick, see? So again, and you gotta learn, like, try not to be an asshole. Try your best. And again, from my perspective, people could say I'm a dick, or maybe I'm a heartbreaker, or whatever. I don't perceive it as that. Maybe I friend zone women a lot. Yeah, I do. A lot of times they already have boyfriends, so it just makes sense for me to friend zone them. Well, you got a boyfriend? Well, obviously, I'm not gonna fuck you. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that gets cheated on. So why would I fucking cheat on um another another one? You know, we're, we're brothers here. We're sisters here. Again, like you kind of got to look at life that way. Like if you don't want to be cheated on, well then if someone's with somebody, then don't cheat on them. Try not to. I mean, I could have. I probably did once, but I mean, in a scenario, I don't know. I didn't cheat, but it may have been with someone who had somebody or was in some little shape or form or whatever. But again, I'm just saying in general, like try. We're all humans, but also like if you have sex with someone um, who's with somebody else and you know about it, like you know. But you also open that door for karma for that exact thing to happen to you, so you can see it from the other perspective. That's the way the universe works, kind of in a sense. It's like if you give that energy out, the energy will come back, kind of in the reverse. And so now you're going to learn that lesson because you didn't learn a lesson because you did it. So you created a lesson, and while being that you're the teacher, that projects the lesson out, and then it comes back to you, and then you're the one you should know how to deal with the lesson or whatever because you created it. So again, I hold myself to like a crazy thing because there's a lot of shit I don't want to deal with ever. So if I don't want to deal with those scenarios, then I just don't create those scenarios. And how do you not create those scenarios? By limiting the actions that you do, or with whom. But again, it's hard for me to like kind of even talk about what it is that someone needs to do to become happy. Because it's not an action, it's a breath. It's every 24/7. You're in your mind going, what this information that's coming in, how do I calculate it? How do I just it's not real. Nothing's real. That emotion, that cop that's being a little cunt ass bitch with the badges behind him, he's just insecure fucking bitch that needs the color blue and badges and his gang buddies behind him so he can implement this law that he doesn't even fucking believe in, but he has to believe in it because it pays his fucking paycheck. Because he needs things. He needs notoriety. He needs things because he was bullied when he was a child because his daddy neglected him, because his daddy beat his mom, because his mom was a whore. So he wants to be a part of the clown suit. And he has an idea that he wants to protect and serve because he wanted to protect his mom because he saw his mom get her ass beat. So he does have one right. He does want to protect. He does want to serve, but he also wants to protect himself because he got bullied. And if you can't beat him, then you join him and you create this scenario where you feel like you're part of something now. You're part of a gang. It's the same kids on the street that are part of gangs. It's the same thing the cops are. You're equally the same. A gang leader and a fucking chief of police are the same motherfucker. One just wears a suit. And one looks really fucking cool. But you're still the same. Again, all of humanity were doing the same thing, with the same jobs. It's just some dressed different than others. We're all the same. All women are competing for the same shit. Time, attention, focus, purpose, love, understanding, someone to take care of them, someone to notice them, someone to want them for their brain instead of their body first. Even though they do want, because all they can understand and calculate really is that physical touch. Because probably they were molested when they were a child and they were told and shown that that was love. Because it was time, it was attention that they weren't getting somewhere else. And so then they start early and they get time, attention, and focus, and they think that they need to give their vajayjay and their body to somebody to get that notoriety because that's what they're worth. And they are worth that, but they're worth so much more too. But then at the same time, if all you have to offer is your hoo-ha, then all I want from you is your hoo-ha. Because that's all you have to offer. If you don't have a brain, if you don't have your own thoughts, if you're a basic bitch that acts just like every other bitch, if you're the same dude that acts like every other dude, then like what separates you? Nothing. So the only thing that left is the dick, is the pussy, is the vajayjay, is that sexual attention and focus. And then you learn what it is that you think that you deserve, that you think that you deserve to be treated like a whore, or you deserve to be degraded or humiliated on either side, or that you want to be called a good girl or a good boy, or you want a mommy or you want a daddy. Because if you got a mommy and they were a good mommy, or you got a daddy and they were a good daddy, then they would give you attention that you needed when you were a child and you didn't get it. So now, then maybe you did get it. And so now you kind of fucked up a little bit in your head. Now you want to go play daddy and mommy in the fucking bedroom. And then you want me to be your daddy in the bedroom. So now you're making me your fucking first abuser. And you don't see nothing wrong with it because that's what you were taught when you were fucking little. And then you put that on somebody else, and then you're trying to make me treat you like a good girl, which I'm not opposed of it, but I want to make sure that you understand why you're doing it and that you're not just reliving trauma and now I'm the abuser in place. And so you got to heal through that. So like I healed through mine. I healed my trauma, my mommy issues. It doesn't mean I don't need nature and nurture, but I don't want it from my mama. I mean, I may want to suck a tit, but it doesn't mean I want to suck my mama's tit. Which I never sucked my white mama's tit because she didn't have milk. I had to drink goat's milk because I'm the fucking goat. But my brown mama did suck her tit, I guess, until I was given up for adoption, whatever. But again, these are just things you got to look at yourself. Like, who are you? What are you? Everything's okay. I think the first start of all of it is just going, who am I? Write that shit down and accept it. Ooh, I'm, like, what? I don't know how you say this. I'm into this. I'm into that. I like emo girls. I like big titty emo girls. I don't know. Like, whatever it is. I like to be I may or may not have a praise kink. Okay, so I may want to be called a good boy sometimes. Like if I do a good job, if I do a real good job, I want to be praised for it, right? Like I may something I'm into, right? I would like for you to praise me a little bit because I didn't get praised growing up, And if I did, I didn't have a bond with that human being or trust them because they were liars. So therefore, how could I, even if they were telling the truth in that instance of good job, Cody, we're proud of you, Cody. It's like, but you lie in everything else, so how am I going to trust you in this? So it is what it is. And so that's where you got to have that honesty. And so then you can have honest relationships with people that may look a little different because they're honest, and I could be like, hey, you're being a bitch, or she's calling me a bitch, or calling me a pussy, and I'm going like, okay, so let me check myself. I'm acting like a pussy, I'm acting like a little bitch. Okay, I get it. Thank you. Being honest. We may cuss each other out. We may be, but we're honest. So there's no lie in that. So if she does say you're being a good boy, or you're being a good sissy, or whatever it is that she needs, that we agree upon, that turns me the fuck on, um, then I know it's honest and true. So this is the dom relationship. This is why sex is so important in your relationship, for intimacy, but in communication, because when you're laying with each other, you need to be able to communicate to each other freely and openly what it is that you like from each other, and it can't be a lie. It has to be honest and true, but that has to go through all your whole relationship. So she's like, "Hey, shove your fingers down my throat while you're doing this." Like, if I know we built that rapport, and you're honest, and I know that you trust me to go stick a finger down your fucking throat, because you like that shit. So again, and then that builds trust and whatever. She likes it. Everybody likes it dirty. Next thing you know, whatever. To each his own, and then you can experiment and grow together, getting into the freaky shit, whatever it is. But in that, you create a bond, and then that's the real shit comes. But it's all in communication and safety and security that you're cultivating and creating with each other. But it also has to take place everywhere else. And it's kind of a hard thing because my whole life, people, like I tell people, they ask me a question, I fucking tell them the truth. And then they keep questioning me. I'm like, I fucking told you. I told you once. You can keep asking me, but it's not going to change. I told you. I told you the truth the first fucking time. I don't give a fuck. So then again, you just learn, like, if people are going to keep questioning you, fuck them. Do you want to live the rest of your relationship having to defend everything you do? No. And if someone makes you do that, then fuck them. It ain't worth it. Fuck you. You don't believe me? Fuck you. It's your loss, not mine. Bitch. Cunt. Dude. Whatever. Anyone. And so you think it that way. Like, when I ask people questions, it's just it. Like, I ask you a question, you tell me, I just assume that that's the truth. But why would I assume otherwise? So that's what I'm going to go off of. You say you don't want to fuck tonight, then I'm not going to push it. We're not going to fuck. And then you get mad at me because we didn't fuck. You said we weren't going to fuck, so I went with that. It would be disrespectful for me to push afterwards if you already told me no. This is kind of how I live my life. A little bit, But in saying that, just if people question, especially like your parents or mom, fuck them. I told you once. I'm not going to repeat myself. And you have to learn to defend yourself like that. And just because, and that's another thing is like, you have to learn that just because other people can't do shit that you do, and so they're gonna doubt you, like in your book, The Doubting Thomas, fuck you, dude. I can't help that you can't do this. I can't help you don't have the willpower, or the understanding, or the knowledge, or the strength, or the time, or the freedom. That nothing to do with me. You's a bitch. I'm not. The only reason I'm calling you a bitch is because you have the same everything I do. As all of us do. We all have the equal amount of everything. And the idea of time. And how you divvy up that time, there's infinite ways to do it. So you can do anything I can do, and I can do anything you can do. We all have the same option. We can all drop everything we're doing and do that right now. And so then, in that notion, I kind of lose my empathy and compassion for people. Why would I have empathy or compassion for you? We're equal. We have equal potential. We have equal opportunity. I just took the opportunity and capitalized on it. and you didn't. Why would I have compassion for you? Why? Do you deserve it? No. Why would I have empathy for you? Because you made a mistake? You didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. And you chose fucking wrong. And now you get to live with that forever. It is what it is. That's life. So the journey's fun though. So this is, you gotta get, I've never messed with hot glue. Maybe I should. I dab. I just never liked it. It's hot. Oh, it's hot. It's hot glue. So, I'm just making crafts in my bedroom. So the crazy thing is, when I'm making stuff, when I paint, when I come back, time. So then, like, see these 2 feet right here? So that's where it goes. So in everything that I make, there's a guide on here from me, from the previous. I'm a time traveler, so everything goes exactly where it goes. That's why everything I do is perfect. I made it in steps with the projection, even though I didn't understand what it was I was doing at the time. Like I didn't know I was making these hats, but everything is marked in its own place with predetermined guides. Like X marks the spot. Like, so that's why I know where everything goes. Because it's already on the hat. Like the foot placement. So I know exactly where it goes. I know where to line it up, where it's perfect. It's super cool. And only I know that. So like, see there's like a little color line right there? Like, see the hat? That corner goes right there in there. So it's already predetermined. And I just got these today, so I didn't even know that they were going in here, but I knew. So that's my life. So I already know. Therefore, that's why I know every action that I do, every woman I walk away from, everything I do, everybody I've left, it's always perfect. It's always exactly what it's supposed to be. It's never my loss, I'll tell you that. I'm a mortar. When you get good music, when I feel like this, I'm a mortar. When I feel like this, I'm a mortar. When I feel like this, I'm a mortar. When I feel like this. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. So yeah, man. And then the things with this though is like, it takes time. It takes time, and then you gotta figure out how to prop it up somewhere so it doesn't move, so it can dry in place. But again, it's just art. So it takes time. And everything that I make, again, it's not about the finished product, really, because it's never really finished. Nothing's ever really finished. It can always change. Because I'm ever always changing. And again, so like you learn that you have compassion for yourself, and that I'm always ever changing with new information, new possibilities, new understanding, and that whom you were 2 seconds ago is not whom you are now. And that's okay. It's not good. It's not bad, but it is better. It is new. And that you are the highest potential every second to be anything and everything you want to be when you want to be it. And even if you can't grasp or be the idea of what it is that you think that you want to be in the moment, everything is a progression forward. And that you can be the highest potential of that progression forward for that thing, for that idea, for that hero that you want to be. But it can only be if you start that seed right now. So, like, what is it that you would like to be? Would you like to be more patient? Would you like to be more kind? Like, more loving, more understanding? Like, all these things. You cannot be any of those things until you can be those things for yourself, to yourself, for yourself. And everything else is just remedial, really. Because everything comes from the tree of you. Everything comes out from you. So if you run around preaching love, you're only really going to receive love in return. You can perceive hate, but it doesn't exist in your realm. I got tons of haters, but they do not exist because they cannot vibrate in love. They cannot walk into my presence because they're the dust. You're below me. You're beneath me. You're scum. And I'm love. So therefore, any of those things, they don't exist. And again, it's the time will tell. They could have whatever nefarious, fictitious ideas because of their own insecurities and their own weaknesses in themselves. Because of the lack of things that they've done. And that's the most beautiful thing, is even in the prideful, boastful idea of materialistic shit, people try and use that. Oh, look at this! I got this! I got this brand new car. I got this high-paying job, and people like, I'm like, okay, well, I have time. I play all day. And do whatever the fuck I want, whatever the fuck I want to do it. And then people are like, well, I got this and I got that. Okay. I got this $1,000 car payment. Is that a boast? So you have to do all this shit to pay $1,000 car payment a year, $12,000 a fucking year for 5 fucking years? I'm just gonna be playing all that time. So instead of me being indebted to a materialistic thing, I'm free to be me for free. And I get paid to be me. People pay for my time. People pay for my attention. People pay for my presence. And that's fine. I have $1,000 car payment or whatever it is. But don't be doing that so you get some kind of notoriety, because the notoriety doesn't matter. It's not real. If someone loves you for your box, then all they love you for is your box. Wait till they open your box and they realize, no, this bitch is crazy. This bitch is jealous. This bitch is crying 24/7. She hates her body. She cannot stop working out because she's fucking Delulu in the head. I'm like, that bitch is fine. That bitch is perfect. That bitch is beautiful. But in her own mind, she is never going to be good enough. I can't fix that. No matter how much I love you, until you can accept that you're perfect, then you can never accept my love. You can never accept my validation. You can never accept anything from me until you can accept yourself, and that you're not just a pussy or a box or a dick or a sex object or a toy or a provider. Then what are you? What are you? That's a question you need to ask. What are you? I'm me. I'm not brown. I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm not blue. I'm not green. I'm not man. I'm not woman. I'm just me. And I'm perfect at it. I'm the best at it. No one else compares to me being me. That's why I quit watching other people's content. That's why I don't have Facebook anymore. Even when I had it, I didn't look at other people's shit because I didn't want any of that influence. I didn't want to see other people do shit. I didn't want to see them copying me either because it's fucking annoying. Because I'm like, this defeats the purpose. Go be you. Go figure out what you are. Go figure out how you act. Don't be me. It's embarrassing. Number one, because you suck at it. Number two, now you're denying the creation that you are. The gift from the creator that you are by trying to be me. It's embarrassing. You suck at it. So again, anyone who tries to compete with you unhealthily, they're not your friend. Get rid of them. They'll steal from you. They'll lie on your name. They'll try and make you disappear so when you're dead, they can take it as their own. Because they have nothing going for themselves. They do. But they don't understand that or believe that. And again, in my head, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. Because even before I started my journey, and even in one right of maybe I didn't love myself, I didn't believe in myself, I didn't know myself, I didn't love myself, I didn't think I was worthy, I didn't think I could provide for somebody else. And I definitely could provide better before than I can now, money wise. Yeah, definitely. I never lacked confidence like in my work. I only lacked confidence in like personal stuff. But all that was projected onto me, or what I saw, and what I felt, and me being bullied growing up, or my mom, or brothers, sisters, or um, skin color dynamics in a white world, and I'm not white, where I couldn't see any reflection of someone like me that looked like me getting attention from what it is that I liked or whatever believed or all this shit. Whatever. This is it's fucked. It's fucked. I was fucked up in the head for sure as far as like what I was and who I am and even now, like even if um sometimes it's hard for me to understand like because I would like to provide or give gifts and take care of a partner or a woman or whatever. Um, but again, at the same time, because maybe I can't do that. So maybe I can still feel short about that. Like, I don't have money to like go on fucking trips across the ocean. You know, take somebody on trips across the ocean. I wish I could, but I don't. Because in order for me to get that, now I gotta sell my soul, and I'm not gonna sell my soul to make money. Not in this concept right now. What I have done, and I met somebody today, and we were kind of talking about that avenue of making money and stuff like that. And even him, he was like, he goes, because he's talking about money for a second, and then he goes, you're not in it for money. And I said, I know. That's what I try and fucking tell people. And I was like, it's not that money won't come. I don't need money. I do. But he goes, no. He goes, you're not in it for money. I said, I know. Why is everybody else trying to project that I am? I was like, you're the first fucking person. You're the first fucking person that sees me, that understands that I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have healed myself if money was my God, if money was my outcome. So I had to deny money in the most extreme way to get the highest product of authenticness. So that's what I did. Because whatever it is that I speak of, I fucking do it to the highest capacity. And so I denied money. I denied money so much I hated it. And I don't hate money. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just a tool. But I needed it to be out of my realm of expression. Therefore, it didn't taint the reason why I didn't. Because even if I am money, because money is just energy, I couldn't have the transactional route of money involved. I couldn't have it taint my outcome. So I see artists all the time, tattoo artists, whatever, any artist, they do things for money. And I'm going, is that your product? Or are you doing that product because you think that somebody else wants to buy that product, so therefore you make that product? Because if that's the case, then that's their product, it's not your product. It's not your creation, it's their creation. And you're just a patsy to make it for them. You're just a sheep. You're just a puppet. Now, create the product for you, and then people will buy it. But it's your product because you created it without other people's intent. And everything is based on intent. Intent for the highest good. So again, in the way that I do things, like if I'm going out meeting some girl or something like that, like my highest intent is to be friends with you or to communicate with you or to make you feel safe or for you to do whatever it is. That's my highest intent. Now, if we have sex or something comes upon, then that's different. But my intent is to just be present with you and to be put wherever the Creator puts me. Now, I may have my own selfish desires or sexual desires, but a lot of times I don't act on those because I want it to be equal. Like if you have desires towards me, then I need you to step forward too. And we can partake in that or not partake in that. But at the end of the day, I go home by myself. I'm cool with it. I'm a fuck boy that doesn't fuck. Because once I fuck, I'm no longer a fuck boy. You turn into the fuck boy trying to fuck me. Because I fuck good. But again, whatever. Teach them. I don't like. I don't like to waste my time. I don't like. In one instance, a lot of things I don't do just because I don't want to do them once, or it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like if I can't. No, me and a girl were talking about it the other night. I was like, I project long term. Like if I'm gonna give somebody time, then I'm going through the motions in my head. Like what would it look like? Like what would I have to surrender again? Like what would I have to share? How would I have to change? How would I have to compromise? How could I? Would I have to divvy up time? How would I? What would I need to do to not neglect somebody? To make somebody feel appreciated? Um, you know, like how do I need to change? Because like if I only eat once a day, like so now what? Now what do I have to do when I bring in another life? Now I gotta feed them multiple times unless they eat only once a day. So then again, like I look at all this shit, going like, if someone stays up all night and I wake up in the morning, like again, relationships that are on different time frames, they're never gonna work, long term potential wise. It's very difficult, very difficult. Um, I mean, it can work, but it's gonna be two separate lives living. Um, so again, it's like there needs to be a lot of things that are compromised and structure. And I love structure. I do the best in structure. I do really fucking well in structure. If you think I'm a monster, if you think I can create, if you think I do too much, wait till I'm structured. It gets insane. You think I'm a fucking robot, mass producing more than you can fucking shit. So, and structure's beautiful for me. But that's kind of one reason why I really haven't like got a regular job. Because it's nasty. It makes me sick. I got too many people. I got like all kinds of people trying to get me or giving me opportunities to do jobs, and my body's just like, don't do it. Don't fucking sign on, bro. You can't do that shit. Jobs ain't for you. You can go in there and make money, but it's just not. It kills my soul, man. It's so fucking boring. I mean, even if it's cool for the first couple weeks, after a couple weeks, I'm done with the job already. Like, I done mastered this shit. I made it the most efficient it can possibly be. It is never gonna change. It's like a forklift driver. You learn how to drive a forklift. After a month, you're a fucking master forklift driver. You're never really gonna see any new scenarios. And so, like, that's just how I learn. I learned that fucking quick. So, I mean, construction field definitely is cooler because you get new jobs every week or whatever. But like even when I flipped houses and shit like that, if I was on a house or jobs now, if I'm on a job more than 3 days, like I'm fucking flipping the fuck out. Like I gotta go take a break. Like just I gotta need something new. It's hard for me. So even though I may be doing different tasks in there, like one day I'll be laying floor, 2 days I'll be laying floor, and then I'll be plumbing or whatever, be doing this, painting, whatever. I mean, I mix it up to help keep me like, not flipping the fuck out. Because I'm just not built like everybody else. Me and my buddy were talking about it. It's like, dude, I don't know. Because I worked a factory job when I was in MTSU. I went to night school. I worked at Molly, which was like a air filter place. I don't remember how long. So I had to be there at like 10 or 11. I had night school from 6 to 9 or 10. 6 to 9, I think. And then I'd get off like at 7 in the morning, I think. And then I'd try and sleep. But then I was also remodeling back here in Nashville. So I had to drive to Nashville and paint. And then I'd drive back fucking Murfreesboro. Go to school. Didn't sleep much, but made it work. But yeah, when I'm structured, it's cool. But it's so cool. I talked to a buddy, and he's been waking up when he wants now, um, and go to work, but he works a little bit less than he used to. He gets paid a lot of money, but he's like, fuck it. He's fuck it, dude. Only got so many months left on my contract. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck it. This is what you're gonna pay me for. You know, I'm not gonna have potential to advance. Fuck it. And like waking up without an alarm, man, it starts everything so much better because it's the freedom. Now you can make your body wake up when you want, but that's not an alarm. So there's all these things that you need to do that where you just are instead of being time constrained. So I don't have a watch. I have my phone, but most of the time I'm not on a schedule of time. Now I could be on a schedule of time to get back here in the day because he'll wake up and then we'll try and go eat together. I try and go eat with him. So I kind of look at the daytime. I try and get back here around 1:30, 2 o'clock when he wakes up, so then we can go eat together so I can go spend time with him. So I'm not neglecting him at all. But in my clock on my phone, on my truck, I don't even give a fuck. It's just some random time. And then my phone, I do have a clock on it, but I don't keep up with it. Most of the time I just look at the sun. Or I have an idea when I wake up based on the cycle of what I do and how I do it, where I'm going to feed the ducks and then go somewhere else and then go somewhere else and whatever I do in my cycle. It's not really time based. Now if I have to go do a job or something, then I do deal with time there. But once I get there, nothing's really time based in my life. So again, and it's not that I'm always on time or I'm early. If I have to be somewhere, I'll get there on before. I like to be there on time, unless it's real early in the morning. Then they know, like, I may or may not be a little late, depending on what time it is. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck, because I do more when I get there than anybody else. Everybody else is fucking slow. So again, you just gotta build that understanding, and like, some people like it, some people don't. Some people are gonna like it, some people don't. Next time we were talking to somebody, and I was like, dude, if people don't like me, you don't fucking know me. Because you knew me, you know I'm honest. And so if you're getting upset or mad or a bitch, then you probably did something for me to be mad, to be a bitch to you, or to walk away from you, or to leave you, or to never talk to you again. So obviously, because I don't run around talking shit about people. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Go do you. Just leave me the fuck alone. I can't say this any other way. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't bother you. I just be me. I can't help that you watch me and you're jealous. Go be fun for yourself. Go entertain yourself. Go be loved for yourself. You know what I said when I walked into the insurance company yesterday? I was like, what? You gonna fucking call me? I was like, this is not what we agreed upon. Like, I'm not angry with you. I was like, but this is bullshit. Now you want to track me 360. Because there's some nefarious bullshit on why you need to know where the fuck I am. None of your fucking business. Bitch. Again, and I lived that life. I told Danger something. I was like, yeah, it's some of my trauma that I don't want to be fucking tracked. But it doesn't mean I'm doing nefarious shit. I'm just being me. You don't need to fucking monitor me 24 fucking 7. Again, that's not love. Because love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't worry. Selfish love does. Again, and I think that's what we need to show. That bitch is selfish. That dude's selfish. He's controlling. And all this, like a controlling narcissistic man is just insecure in himself. He's a weak fucking bitch. Who's insecure. Who needs constant validation. Ooh. Swip that to someone with a pussy. Same thing. A woman that needs constant fucking validation. Same thing. Whether male or female. Again, this is why sex doesn't matter about anything. Because both are the same. Everything is the same. A jealous man is a jealous woman. And if anything, maybe the jealous woman, because they're more deceitful. I'm not going to say they're more deceitful, but they act like they're this proper Mennonite woman, but they're just a conniving fucking devil that's jealous and insecure. And ultimately, all that shit has to do with is because they've never done anything for themselves. They can say that, but they've done things or got other people to do things for them by maybe using their sexual body parts or whatever they can offer of themselves, because that's what they think they're worth, and they can't ever create for themselves. Nothing that's real, nothing that's strong, nothing that was earned, other than their physical vessel of being born pretty. And then that's what happens is they get older and they're a bitch or a witch. And then they just have to get nastier and nastier and nastier and get into the deviant acts. And then those deviant acts, they can use them to blackmail people because other people don't want to be in those deviant acts because they're getting uglier physically. And so that's where the body changes and they look like witches. And they get disgusting and old and saggy. Now, in saying that, some of that could be physical elements that they're put in because of narcissistic people in those people's lives, and it carries on the cycle. But a lot of it's resentment built. And then so resentment will turn into anger and self-hate, in which turns you into a devilish person as well. So because you're not protecting yourself as you grow up, so then you build resentment, and then you're resenting everybody else out. And if you resent hate and all that, then you become a dark cloud. Then the only thing that comes into you is that, and then you become a vampire and you're dead. And so then you're draining and you suck lives out of people. And then again, women, soul suckers. They want your life force. So then the more men's dicks they can suck and the more life force they can get to rejuvenate themselves, the more cum they can get. Life force. The more babies they can eat. It's a real thing. And I'm not saying it's negative or bad, but it's an energy. Again. And it doesn't mean like if you have one partner and I'm feeding her full of babies every day, it's fine. That's that cycle between us. And then she creates with that. And the energy goes back and forth. But if she's taking random everybody's, where's she taking that energy other than herself and her beauty? So it's not good or bad. It's just, what are you doing with your life? So maybe this is dry. You gotta be careful with these things, especially heavy stuff. Yeah, it's nice. And then, and being that people have so many, not everybody, but people need that sexual validation. Of course, men. I mean, obviously, we want to be advanced upon. We want to feel pretty, whatever that want to feel beautiful. I don't like the word handsome. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel pretty, and so I created a reality where I am beautiful and I am pretty, and no one can tell me otherwise because I know I am, and I get validation from the world that says that I am. We went to Chili's today, and we were sitting there, and the woman, the waitresses, she was like, you know you're famous, right? I was like, no. She's like, on Hendersonville. I was like, well, I don't fucking care. I don't really do anything. But when when I was walking out, I had my wings on my jacket. This is old dude, and he goes, so I fist bumped him, and we were just laughing. We were just laughing because me and Buddy just laugh all the fucking time. Cause I do some crazy shit, man. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to make him laugh as much as possible. Cause life is tough. So, as much as this is me, I'm here to lighten the load for people. I'm here to make people smile and laugh and giggle. Because if I didn't smile, if I didn't laugh, if I didn't giggle, then I would be just like you. Just like I was. Angry. So fucking angry. And not knowing myself, not loving myself, thinking I'm unworthy of anything and everything. Never being good enough for anything or for anyone. And so then I created this. I made this. I'm me. Until I love to make him laugh. I love to make him laugh. I love to make people laugh. Especially him. He deserves it. He deserves to laugh. He's a good man. Over the beat. So yeah, man, I just try to make people laugh. And I try and reflect. If I'm beauty, you're beauty. You know? We're all beautiful. We're all made exactly in the image of ourselves that we need to be. That we're supposed to be. So that's where it's like, I'm really intrigued. I'm really intrigued with the transgender stuff because to go through that, change, to go through the physical pain and transformation, and then on the other side, for the first time, they're happy. Well, some of them are happy, completely happy. And they're happy with themselves. They feel beautiful for the first time. I need to look at that scenario. Fuck. I need to look at that scenario and see what it is. Would there have been anything that could have changed that dynamic before they went through, I don't want to say like mutilating their fucking body. Now I can look at like hormone replacements. I can see that as being less, I don't know, harmative. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. I think, but then again, like I said, if they come out on the other side and they're happy and they're okay with themselves now, who's to say that that's wrong? That's what I want to look at. Because it doesn't change your brain. And so again, like I perceive myself, this is a lot of times like I'm me. if I was to really truly look at myself, I would look at like feminine, masculine. I would even dare to say woman and man. Adam, which is A, and E, which is Eve. And I'm okay with that. Like, but mostly it's feminine, masculine traits. Now, I really love women. They're fucking beautiful. And so maybe, in one right, sure, I could be, sure, a little bit jealous of women in their beauty because I'm fucking attracted to it hard. And I could project it if I don't know what I would look like if I was a woman. I only know what I look like. I think it's a crazy idea to project me as something that I'm not. I think that's a delusional fucking idea, so I don't do that. However, plus I love me. I like what I look like. I'm cool with it. And even then, I don't understand. Like when I'm having sex or when I'm attracted, it needs to be outside of me, like a woman. Like I like to be studying, I like to be licking, I like to be smelling, I like to be cuddling, I like to like checking, looking underneath the feet, whatever the fuck. I just want to be in there, everywhere, all of it. So I don't understand the concept of like loving yourself physically so much. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. So at the end of the day, like what do I look like? What does it really matter to me other than I'm okay with me? And then what I'm attracted to is what's beside me, who I get to dress up. So again, like when I have a woman, like I want to dress you up. Like you're my pride, you're my joy. So like I want you to look beautiful. I don't give a fuck about me. I want to look at you. So I want you to be the highest. I want you to be the most beautiful thing in the room, not me. I may still be the most beautiful thing in the room. I can't help that. But to me, you're the most beautiful thing in the room. And so that's kind of how I live my life. And then if a woman can't understand that, then it is what it is. And so maybe the woman is also looking at me going, she wants me to be the most beautiful thing in the room. It's like, but I'm already the most beautiful thing in the room. What do you mean? I'm already beautiful. But I'm not going to wear your shit. I don't think your shit's cool. I don't like that shit. This is what I like. And so then that's accepting yourself, right? Because women always try and change you, or they try and dress me. And my mom tried to dress me. So I'm like, fuck that bitch. I dress myself. I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass baby, okay? I dress myself. And so it doesn't mean I don't like you can't buy me shit, but some sort of shit I'm not into it. I just ain't gonna fucking wear it. It's ugly. It's not me. This is what I wear every day. So whatever. And then I gotta learn to compromise a little bit. But then again, like maybe that's shitty. Maybe that's narcissistic. Like if I dress somebody in my clothes and they don't dress me in theirs, I don't know. But I don't want to wear a dress. Other than wearing a dress feels amazing because my balls are free. Feels real good. But I don't look good in the dress. I don't want to see me in the dress. I'm not attracted to that. I'm attracted to women in dresses. Sundresses. Dresses. So yeah, a lot of it is like you just got to go through, and this hat is going to be difficult. It's going to sit here and hold it till it dries, which takes forever. So yeah, you got to give yourself time. And I've met many people, and maybe they have a little bit rougher of a life, maybe the drug style life for a while, so their body shows. Maybe they don't have teeth or whatever, they have false teeth, and they're very insecure about it. And honestly, I don't know how to tell you. I don't want to tell you because like even for me, even in the dating world, it's very difficult because a lot of women are shy, or I'm shy, or I don't want to encroach in somebody because maybe I don't want to be rejected, or I'm not. Maybe I don't have the money to advance on you. So I think, right? Like I don't. No, I don't have the provisions to provide this whatever. So I'm not even going to encroach on you because I don't have the provision. And maybe that is a dumb idea because like I don't know. I always have enough, so it always works out. And you should, it's not about money, even though it is sometimes. So even if I say it's not about money, sometimes it is about money because I don't fucking have it. So it's like I would like to do things, but I don't. I can't. So it's like I'm gonna take you on a date. I can't really take you on a date because like I have to budget my money, and you're not in my budget, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I already know this. So you're not in the foreseeable budget that I have to take care of me and provide for me. So right now I can't really advance on you because you're not in the budget. I have extra, just not extra money. So I have extra time, plenty of time. So then again, I just have to look at myself and see what it is. Because I mean, there's some women that I'm interested in, but at the same time, it's like I don't have the provision, which shouldn't matter in this stage of my life, I guess. Because in a notion that's almost like you're picking money over love again, even in the grand scheme of things. Because I don't have the provision in my budget. But I'm real crafty. I wish you could listen to music because it's Marco. I got a lot of art though. I got a lot of stuff. But yeah, man, the self journey is sick. And it's about what can you do? With nothing, really. I mean, that's kind of the base level of it. Is until you can understand what you can create alone, you're never going to understand anything. And so if you've always had a team, if you've always had brothers or sisters, or always had a group, always had people fall back to, or save you, like you're never really going to grow to what you need to be. Because you got to be hardened on your own. You got to be strong on your own. And what can you do alone? Because at the end of the day, you're always alone. It's only you. At least for me. I've not had quiet of my grandma, grandpa, trust fund, help me, save me, I need this, can I do this, can you back me up so I can build this, do this, whatever. And I'm not saying that's not good or bad. I'm just saying, but you have more potential because they are a box. Their influence, they're holding you back. You think that they're the money that's projecting you. They're not. They're molding you. They're your puppet masters. They're your God. They're your strength, quote unquote. But it's because you never had to do anything on your own. So you got to go figure out how to do something on your own, and it's so much more. It may not even be as big scale, but as far as potential, love, understanding, like appreciation, you can be proud of it. Like when you create something for yourself, and you don't have to look at anybody else, and nobody else can say we made you, and only you can say I made me, motherfucker. I made me. You had nothing to do with it. Nothing. I did it. It was my time. It was my money. It was my sacrifice. It was my understanding. I did it without anybody. Fuck you. And then you get to reap the reward alone. And there's nobody else's but yours. There's nothing better.
something better. What? I don't have to divvy this up? So when the money does come, and you get to that money, you go, wait a minute, I don't have to give anybody anything? This is just mine? This is all my money? This is all from my hard work? This is from my sacrifice? This is mine? This is mine? I don't owe anybody anything? That's what it means to win. That's what it means to create something worth having when you do it alone. And then even if you do have a partner or something, and you go, look, maybe I'll have a business partner, and they handle all my merchandise and stuff, and then I get all the money, I go, this is all mine? And you still got your cut? You're still happy with that cut? And I got, this is my cut? And I don't have to deal with any of that bullshit? I don't have to try and sell myself? I don't have to do any of that shit? You deal with all that? And this is my cut? And this is just free money? Because that's how it is for me. I created this stuff so long ago. I have so much product. That's how I perceive things. This is all mine. Again, I just perceive things differently. Like people exchange time for money, or an hourly wage for money. I just job for money. Two different things. This thing was so fun to make, and I just made this much money off of this. It was fun. This is 100%. This is 10,000% profit because it was fun. This wasn't a job. This wasn't work. So again, and then that's when it's like, I'm not going to work every day. I'm just living life, and I'm getting paid. Because people want me, because I'm my product. I'm not a fake product. And I don't have to keep up with the Joneses. I've talked to some influencers, and they're like, yeah, it sucks because we got to watch other people's content so we can see what's going, so what people are buying, so then we have to cater our content to be like them. So it's like, so you're selling yourself. And they're like, well, I mean, and I was like, it's not good or bad. You know what you're doing. I'm just saying, but why don't you just be yourself? And maybe that's more beneficial for everyone. It is more beneficial for everyone. For you, it's more beneficial for the creator. It's more beneficial to everyone, that because it's honest and real and true. And everyone wins. So other creators aren't watching other creators' content. Even though I watch Baybugs, because it's the only thing, again, I'm telling you, the only thing worth watching. The only thing worth entertaining. Because I've watched some of the other GTA servers, and they're just way too extreme for me. This is kind of middle line. Like, it's funny as shit, but it's not like, as much as I talk about sex or whatever, like the other ones, like on Twitch and stuff, they're real. It's just pussy this, pussy that. It's extreme. I don't even enjoy it. So, I mean, I gotta watch myself. Again, because I talk about sex, but sex is very important. Because it's a gap that's missed. And nobody knows how to navigate it. Nobody knows what's really going on. No one knows the emotions and the attachments and the feelings and the responsibilities. And again, me and the girl were talking about it. And I was like, I just feel, and she even mentioned it. She goes like, so once you have sex with a woman, like you're responsible for her emotionally and stuff. And I go, I get it. Yeah, and that's why I choose not to have sex with a lot of these women. Because it's like, I don't want to be, number one, I don't want to control you, and I don't want to control anybody. Again, I don't. It's fucking boring. But yeah, but you're taking on their life. And so then I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm cool with me. I'm cool with my own. I only take on some, on specific. And I'll only take on people that are willing to change or work on themselves or willing to see their own self. Because I'm going to be reflecting on you hardcore, super hard. Like, I would be reflecting real hard on you. Like, you're going to be doing things, and I'm going to be like, so you can be like, Cody, you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the answer, and you're going to be like, you tell me the truth? I'm going to be like, just because you lie doesn't mean I lie. So run that shit back. Because if you don't accept my truth when it comes out of my mouth, then I know you're not true. Because I have other relationships in my life where we speak one time, one truth, and that's it. No matter what it is. So I know what a true relationship is. I know what honesty is. And honest people don't question because they're honest. Or they don't second question. So a lot of times that's why I won't mess with women in general, because they're so double standards. So they're cheat. Or they'll be with the man that has another girl, but then sometimes they won't. It just depends, right? And it's a huge, it's just crazy. So there's always a double standard. There's always exceptions to the rule. There's always kind of nefarious shit. So you just gotta watch yourself. These dinosaurs will take a while to dry. So again, just go be by yourself. Go create shit. If you like to blow glass, whatever that is. The things that people blow the hot glass and this stuff. It's pretty cool. I've never done it. You like to go scrapbooking, go scrapbook your little bitch ass heart out, paper mache, make slime, whatever. Like, just whatever you do, just go spend some time with yourself. And when you're doing that, just think. At least that's what I did. But of course I started talking. So, man. I don't want to perceive it. This is going to dry. This is going to take a long time to dry. So yeah, give yourself time. So this is cool, man. Create some art. I need to start working out, but I'm still on the, just not really care about it. It's been a long time since I've been. The issue is the moment that I get really okay with my body, then I'll be on movie film. Because that's what I want to do. So now we got this one chat. Which is for grieving. And, you know, I've grieved a lot. But I grieve differently, I think, than most humans. I do a lot of things. I'm a disassociated human being. I feel in the moment, but it doesn't affect. It does. But then I feel more later when I'm alone. And that was programming because of absent parental guidance parental covering or emotional safety, security as a child. So I learned how to deal. I didn't learn, I fucking just had to deal with my emotions and feelings on my own. And that no one could or would or was able to, because I didn't allow it as well. As I got older, I didn't allow them to comfort me or any of this. Even now, I can't really. I don't even know how to be comforted. Again, I know how to physically speak it. Like, I need you to fucking just hold me and hug me, even though I don't like it. Even though my body doesn't like it, but I like it on the inside. But my body doesn't like it. And there's a lot of people that I talked to a woman a couple weeks ago, and she doesn't like to be touched. She's not real lovey-dovey and stuff like that. And so I'm not either. But I am. By whom I am, when I need it. And sometimes you gotta kind of force it on me a little bit. But only you can force it on me, not everybody else. That's why I'm kind of like more of a monogamous type of human being. Now sex is different. But monogamy is so. Because I can but in that's a very difficult scenario. It's a very high thing to put on somebody, that you're their emotional stability. That's not an easy task. And so again, you're not my emotional stability. I don't need it. I'm not a child. People could perceive me as a child and say that, but that's just their own limited understanding of expression. Because I don't fucking need them. And I met somebody today, and I was like, it's not that I don't need people, because I do. Like, I would love to spend time with you and get some of your wisdom and experience, and you help guide me on my next path today, because you've done what you've done with your expression, and I need help kind of seeing my next path in my expression. It's like, so yeah, we do need people. As much as I say I don't, everybody needs people. We all need people. I need him. He needs me. And sometimes, like, it's you don't even need to say that. You just know you need each other, and that's it. It's not a pride or ego battle. It's just like, I need you, you need me. If you need me to say it, I'll tell you. But I also need you to let me sit in the corner by myself sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I don't. Maybe I need you to fucking push me no matter what. And know that I'm going to snap back. Or that I'm going to be defensive a little bit. Until I'm not. Like I said, I know that I'm difficult. So yeah, I was talking to somebody about it the other night. I was like, you know you're difficult. I'm not asking you to change. I was like, but you know what you are. You know you could be blowing things out of proportion, because I'm trying to think how this would be worded. Because you want it to be blown out of proportion. Like, you want that excitement. You need that. It's like, but maybe you don't. I was like, why do you act that way? And that's what I told her. I was like, why are you acting this way? Like, why? Like, you know everything. And I have plenty of buddies that study, that understand the body, that know what it takes to heal, the ETF, they can do whatever. I don't do any of that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about it. But for other people, they need to tap. They need to tap out the trauma. I just do it in other ways. I don't have to do it that way. I don't need to go buy a book to learn how to do something. I just go fucking do it. This is how I function. But each his own. But yeah, I thought it's like you know, so why are you acting this way? Why are you responding this way? Because everything in life is about your emotion and you not responding to it, but you just looking at it and going, why? Because somebody projecting something onto you that's triggering you or gaslighting you, it has nothing to do with you, it has to do with them. Now how do you just watch it? But that's not you. Like, you know if you're doing something bad, you know if you're poking the bear. You know if you're using someone's trauma against them. Like, I had a buddy who uses, like, tried to use my trauma against me. And I was like, why'd you do that? It's like, you've been planning this forever. Because the way that you delivered it, he's like, no, I didn't. I was like, yeah, you did. I was like, you've been planning to say this remark. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Because you're an insecure bitch. It was like, I've never once did that to you. Other than me just calling you an insecure bitch. But that's what I'm saying. Like, again, so you got to watch those scenarios. Like, I can have because all my other relationships are cool, man. We may pick on each other, but that's different. But you know a nefarious stab when you're there. So, again, so like, you got to start watching these interactions with the humans because they're not your friends. They're not your fucking friends. They're jealous. And they're insecure and they're just using you. And that's what you got to learn. And you'll be better off by yourself. Because why? Again, answer that question, why? What am I getting from these people? What is it that I'm looking for? Because you're trying to fill a void. You're trying to fill notoriety. You're trying to be famous. Or whatever it is. You're trying to do something to make you feel good about yourself. And it's like, what do you mean? You know, and it could be, you could look at a lot of things like your, see this? So then the scissors went backwards. See? I made this hat a year ago, but that's where they go, see? Everything's already outlined. I've already said I'm a fucking time traveler. So when someone who thinks that they're a time traveler meets a real fucking time traveler, they get jealous. Because one of them is fictitious, and one of them is real. And the fake always gets jealous of the real. So they can't keep up. Because they're stuck in the past. That will need on that. We know you need on that. That will you. We knew how to do. So yeah, I mean, again, and the guy that I met today was so crazy. It's a crazy scenario. I lived in a duplex, and he lived on the other side when we were growing up, and we've seen each other off and on throughout our lifetime. Because I mean, I was in seventh grade. I think my mom lived for 8 years, so more. So I graduated high school there, so 7 years. I don't know how long they lived there, but we've met each other multiple times. He's an artist. He started art about 12 years ago, taking pictures. So we've met each other throughout our lifetime, off and on, a couple times, you know. And we were just talking, but he's like, yeah, like my whole life. He's short like me, about the same height, and he's like, yeah, he's like, man, people they always just call me cocky and jealous. I was like, dude, I know the fucking feeling, brother. I know the fucking feeling. Like, just because I know who I am, I was like, you call me cocky. I'm going, it's a fucking delusional idea to assume or think that I'm somebody that I'm not. Like that's fucking stupid. So for me to pretend that I'm somebody that I'm not is a fucking delusional, fucking crazy ass idea. Like, so if you call me cocky because I'm me, because I'm being me, like, it's fucking delusional that you're not you. Or that you're jealous of me for being me. That's fucking crazy. Just be you. Who cares what I do? Focus on yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to be me. That's fucking delusional. That's crazy. That's insane. So that's what, that's why it's like, you just gotta watch people. Again, if they try and be you, then, whatever. Imitation, form of flattery, but there's a difference between like being inspired by thinking that, like a woman, dude. I'll fucking watch a woman dance around the room like, I think you're fucking beautiful. I don't want to be you. I want to fuck you. I want to study you. I want to be inside of you. I want to make you fucking. Again, I'm a pleaser. Like, I want to make you come. I want your toes to curl. I want to be the one that does that for you. I don't want somebody else to do that for you. I want to do that to you. So, like, that's what it means to be masculine. The object that I desire, I don't want to control it, but I do want to influence it into allowing it to be free and feel good. I want you to open up sesame. I want you to release yourself. I want you to piss all over the bed. Quit holding back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll clean this shit up. Don't tell me you're sorry. I'm telling you thank you. Thank you for washing me clean with your water. And then you got some people like, oh, that's so nasty. It's so nasty. Is it? Did you not just hear the words that came out of my mouth? It's a person that you love. If you have the ability to make them reach the highest peak of ecstasy, why would you not try? Why would that not be your goal? To make your partner as physically happy as possible. Now, in saying that, maybe when it comes to money, I don't want to do that shit. But when it comes to physical stuff in that bed, yeah. I'm really good at that. It doesn't cost me my soul. It doesn't cost me my soul. But money, all that time, me being a slave, does. So again, and that's what you need to be doing. Again, that's why sex is very important. And if a woman doesn't come, sometimes it's not the man's fault. Because she has to be able to be safe and secure in you. So it is some of the man's fault. But also it's not, because she could always be projecting, looking for the next best thing, not understanding that you are the best thing for her in the moment or forever. But she doesn't understand that because she's looking at something else as a god. So, again, and then you got to understand that like some you won't be able to make everybody happy, so you just let them go. You can love them all your heart, but you can never make her happy, so let her go try and find happiness somewhere else. Yeah. You be the world, baby girl. You just gotta be worth it. So this is, so far, I got picture, scissor me timber. Maybe a girl wants to scissor, and I can't scissor, so then you allow her to bring another girl in so you can scissor, But I have a soft touch. So again, I think a lot of times women want, as much as they say they don't want to be masculine, they are masculine, or they want control because they feel safe in that control. Um, and then sometimes they're in negative relationships where the man's very physical or even violent to her, and then but she can manage that. So then she actually feels safe in that. So she thinks that that's regular. She thinks that's what she deserves. She deserves to get choked and beat. Um, but that's a broken idea. Like that's not what you deserve. You can manage that, but like you don't deserve it. There is something better where you don't have to worry about falling asleep, you know, or getting strangled or some bullshit. There's other people that aren't gonna do that. And then you don't think that's not masculine. Well, no. I just don't I'm not trying to choke you because of my insecurities or because I hate women or something bullshit. And any man who beats a woman is just a jealous, insecure pussy. That is probably questioning their sexuality. First off, they're probably gay, which is not a negative thing. It's not negative at all, but it's just they're just not okay with their sexuality. They're embarrassed of it. And when, like I said, I'm not into men. I've never met a man that I've been attracted to. But maybe a transgender, who knows, man? These transgender women, they looking crazy nowadays, man. They're more feminine than most of the women. And so again, there's a they did this scientific study about bees, and they created these vibrant flowers that were like intensified bright color, and all the bees went to those fake flowers, and they wouldn't go to the other flowers. And so that's the concept there. So it's not good, it's not bad. And in one instance, like, don't have to worry about having kids, especially like if you're in the gay community or women on women, men on men. You don't have to worry about having kids. So like in one right, it's like, what do you want? Do you want kids? Do you not want kids? You don't have to worry about kids. If damn, that's big. It's too big. It's kind of too big. If you go that route, that's why I perceive that women or men in general, they would prefer that. Sex without responsibility, morning after pair, all this stuff. But I think a lot of it is it's so expensive. So I don't really think it's an issue of people wanting kids or not wanting kids. No one can fucking afford kids because of society and the way it is. So then, yeah, I talked to some young kids like, in the 20s, and they're talking about getting vasectomies and stuff. I was like, I don't know, I don't really feel like getting snip, but maybe I should. Maybe I can just go do whatever I want. No repercussions. But yeah, so you just need to create for yourself. And then figure it out. Again, and then as far as their sexuality goes, like, what anybody tells you, who cares, man? What you do behind closed doors between two consenting adults is okay. And anyone who gets mad or bitches at you or says you're going to hell, they're just insecure because they've had a thought before. And based on their Bible, if you've ever thought about it, then you've done it. So I'm back. I want to talk some more today. I haven't talked in a while. It's been a long time. I've been kind of quiet. But
Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see what we got here. See what we can do. See how we can do this. I don't really know what I'm doing. A couple weeks ago, I talked to my buddy and called him up and I was like, boom. Hey, man. I'm kind of like, I need some help, motherfucker. I need some help. I wish I could share my music with you, but for some reason, there's copyright issues. I don't really care. I don't want money. I just want to jam. I just want to live life. I just want to flow. You do things for money, you're just a bitch asshole. Okay? And we all bitch assholes sometimes. But if you want something real and authentic, money is an afterthought. Money's like a fart. You go to the other room and you fart, not in the presence of other people because nobody else wants to smell your fucking shit. And the people that do want to smell your shit, there's a little something fucking wrong in the medulla oblongata. Okay? Something's wrong with you and your fucking family. That if they taught you that smelling each other's shit was funny, there's something fucking wrong in that inbred line of existence. And I'm going to say it again. Inbred line of existence. You do the man. You look at your family. Kissing cousins. Me, now. I'm a melting pot of fun. I'm a mixed breed. I am the king of all breeds. I'm the Egyptian king. I'm the God that you guys prayed for. The sun. The one and only singular sun. And he ain't white. He's melanin, like me. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that there's a difference. I am saying there's a difference. But the strongest creatures that's ever existed, really, in totality, are melanin. Based. So, this is what I'm doing today. I don't know. I may change my setup. This is kind of like, I found this today. Look at this. Look at this little box. It's like a mystery box. I don't know what's in there. Ooh, a little Apple iPhone. Trash. Everyone knows true creators use Android and not AI. AI is for your own limiting beliefs. Pistol. This is a pistol. It's got a little heart on it. A nice. I'm going to put this into my thing. Good behavior marks. Oh, when I was in school, I got good behavior marks all the time. I got student of the year. Okay, motherfucker. I don't even know how I did it, other than I'm just the greatest. I'm just the greatest actor of all time. He's not really a good guy. He's just an actor that gets gaslit. And then when I fucking stand up and defend myself from you little bitch-ass motherfuckers who do nefarious acts behind each other people and spread rumors and talk shit, and then I stand up and defend myself, and so I'm the bad guy? No, you're still alive, motherfucker. You ain't seen bad yet. Because I'm a weapon of destruction. So, this is cool, like a little flashcard. I needed those, to learn how to read, considering I don't know how to read. Everything I do is based on memory. Because I got left behind, Because I was so special. Cody, you're so special. Well, you're so fucking special that you don't give me any extra time or attention or focus that I need. So I just figured this shit out on my own. Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. I get good grades. But do I know what the fuck I'm doing? No, I'm just memorizing. You ignorant school structure. That a caveman can do it. And understand it better than the teachers. I used to get in trouble with teachers all the time. So fucking smart. All I did was just reverberate what they told me, just in another way. A more intellectual, finalized way. Look at these things. I'm so excited. So this is all this stuff. All this stuff is going to go. A ruler. This is how big my dick is right here. It's 12 inches. So the next time somebody asks you how big your dick is, you say, well, it's 12 inches because this is the ruler that you used. So really, I'm about like, takes this times it by infinity. And that's how big my dick is. You know? That's why I drive a big truck, because I'm overcompensating for the size of my dick. Okay? Because I got little man syndrome. Right? Because I'm little. And everything I do is little. Everybody talks about me because I'm little. Everyone thinks of me because I'm little. Everyone blames me for their problems because I'm little. So evidently everything I do is to overcompensate. I don't know what it means, but I'm not overcompensating anything. Y'all just small as fuck. That's why the creator gave me this body. The giant killer. This is tape. I don't have any tape that's small enough for this, but it's gonna be exciting. It'll be cool. You get the picture. And then a stapler. That one hurt. It reminds me of weed eating. This is so much. This pink. Put the pink. Put the pink. Put on my makeup so I look. I don't know what it does. I prefer no makeup on women. But this is about the size I like to write in general. And when I was in school, I would get in trouble sometimes, and they would make me write dictionary pages or Bible pages, and depending. And I would write, like, say I had to write 4 dictionary pages, I would write them on one piece of paper. And they got pissed. Because then I would put multiple lines on each thing because I could write so small. And it was legible. It was real. Other than those old ass eyes couldn't see it. But you never gave me the parameters of such. You just said write 4 dictionary pages. And I wrote 4 dictionary pages and I conserved and recycled paper. So I wrote small. You know? There's other kids in other countries that can't afford paper. So I was going to make the best of what it is that I had, so I knew that I had some later when I needed it. You know, and they didn't like that. They said I was being smart. And granted, I was being smart, so thank you for the validation. I just wasn't being smart in the way that they perceived it. This is my attendance sheet. I just never showed up, except to take tests. Because what's the point? The school is for slowness. Slow people. There's another one. There's another little thing. It's nice. Oh, an art book. Which I didn't do art in school, but now I am art, so it is what it is. Ooh, pink photo. My favorite. Vanilla. What is this? This shit's adorable. I love little things. They're so adorable. Because they're just as big as the big things, but they're little. You know, it's just adorable. And what you could do with something big is the same option and understanding of what you could do with something little. If you understand the concept. Here's a little. And then these were my 2nd grade teacher's glasses. She was fine. She was fine. And then she got married. That bitch got married. That bitch got married, and I was in love. It was my first love. My 2nd grade teacher. She was adorable. I'm just kidding. Actually, I did. From my perspective, I do remember I was attracted to her, but you know, whatever. So, but she had glasses like this. So she would look like this. This is a little trash can. I saw a woman at the store. She had glasses on, but she looked down. I'm like, I wanted to say something, but I didn't. I gotta watch myself, like, because women go fucking crazy. If you give them any kind of attention, they think it's just the end of the world and shit. And they think you're trying to love them or fuck them or some bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck you. You serious? Yo stink. I can smell your ass from here. Another ruler. So, this one's a metric. Look at these vanilla and these little post-it notes. Fuck you, mom. If I came, that's the thing. My mom used to put post-it notes up. If that bitch wrote it on this, there's no way I could have been mad. I was never really mad anyways. Not at her making a post-it note. I could have been frustrated, like, hey, bitch. I vacuumed yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Again, so you have to, in the journey of yourself, you're going to have to come up with, and come in the understanding to be okay with yourself. And so, like me, like, I'm OCD as fuck sometimes. Boom. Like, I went a couple weeks without really creating too much or staying in the vicinity of only creating with certain items. So I started a train a couple weeks ago. I finished one not completely. Started the next one, and then I dropped it. And then I started painting my jackets. And then started bedazzling my hammer and some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I started making hats. So I started making hats first. Then I got to my jackets. And then, so like, again, I bounce around. And now in that vicinity, like right before all that happened, I did like a fall cleaning. I cleaned everything, I vacuumed everything, got a rug. It was nice, very nice. And then I started that process. And in between then, I haven't cleaned again. So it's kind of getting those dirty, especially underneath me. There's bedazzled diamonds everywhere. And it's frustrating to me. I don't like it. But at the same time, I don't want to clean it. So again, you have to be okay with yourself and understand like the flow of you and what it is that you do in the way that you do it. And not everyone's going to understand it. And you don't have to fucking defend yourself. This is my space. This is my room. This is my understanding. You ain't part of it in the discussion. And so like, even when I was in a relationship, like, I allowed her to bring in shit, whatever, the little knickknacks and shit, and I never said a fucking thing. I was like, because it's not fair, like, if you're going to partake in this relationship, I got to allow things to come in, and I'm not going to, like, say no or whatever. Just let them have their whatever, but understanding this is still my fucking space. It's mine. And just letting things go by. And that's the thing you're going to understand is people don't understand a lot of times what it is that you're allowing. They take things for granted. This is another good behavior one. Always in good behavior. My mom didn't think so. That bitch, every time I came home, she's like, everybody's always saying you're such a good guy, you're such a good kid, you're this best well-behaved motherfucker. Why ain't you that here, you little asshole, you little fucking shit? Probably because I walk home into that, motherfucker. Probably because you're a cunt, so I'm going to be a cunt back. And it's not that I was even a cunt. I just wanted to be my own fucking individual fucking person and not you. Who's fucked up. Who's angry. So that's where you got to go boom and then walk away from everybody and learn who you are and go, look, now I'm fucking happy. What? Me? By myself? No fucking problems? No bitches? No whining, no complaining. Now I'm happy because I'm alone and I'm not taking in everybody else's bitching and complaining because they ain't happy with their life, so they're projecting that shit onto you? All the insecurities is their insecurities? And they're not good enough for you, so they're going to project that you're not good enough for them? I was like, motherfucker, fuck you. When I'm by myself, I'm fit. When I'm by myself, I'm happy. When I'm by myself, like, everything works out perfectly. I got 99 problems. I don't have any problem. And a bitch definitely ain't one. And that's where you gotta say, like, everyone, like, and then when I come into contact with people want me to bring my problems to them? Well, what the fuck you gonna do? You're gonna solve my problem. You don't even know my problem. Well, you need to tell them, Cody, what your problem is. I don't have a problem. And if I have a problem in the moment, then I face it and I fix it and I move on. That's how you do things. And if for some reason money would be the problem, it's not money that's a problem. Is money my God? Or is it not? Is it my highest priority or is it your highest priority? And that's a lot of it sometimes in these relationships, because then money comes involved and it's somebody else's highest priority, and I'm okay with what it is that I have. And it's okay to want more, but what does wanting more get you? It gets you having to do more. And then you understand that the things that you get, that you think that you wanted, you really don't fucking want them when you get them, because then you're always wanting more. It's like, look at me, man. Like, what do I want? I asked myself this question last night. I was like, how much more, like what's more than this? Other than having a partner or people that I create with on a consistent basis, take money out of everything. Like, what would your life look like every day, day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute, in that 24-hour window? What would the highest rate of pleasure that mattered? Because going to fuck a bitch and then leaving, like, and then you gotta chase that poison again and again and again, right? Without real intimacy or building something with somebody. So again, this is a compass, I guess. This is a protractor. This is fucking adorable. Look how little this is. So again, this was a trip. I don't know. This from. I just bought this. This is cool. I don't know. This is a triangle. A thoughtfully triangle, that be exact. And then this is like when I really want to deal with an elf. Let's get science with that. So, yeah, it's like, what do you really want? And then you're gonna understand when you get money, when you get all this shit. Like, there's gonna be a level of threshold of money, and then you can do things with. But if you're always having to buy your pleasure, right? And I guess in a sense, I'm buying things, and then I'm creating things with art, right? Because I need materials. So I am buying pleasure, I guess, a little bit. But I perceive it in the sense of, like, I'm just grabbing materials and then I'm creating with the materials that I get. And I'm choosing the materials that I get. So all this stuff is stuff that I've chosen. And so, like, yeah, again, it's like, what? Again, I don't really watch TV. I got bugs on. I always watch Babe Bugs. Like I said, it's the only thing that really is entertaining to me. Everything else, I just don't find enjoyment in it. Even nature. Like, I'll watch nature for a second. I'll music every now and then. Well, I'm listening to music now. But yeah, usually it's just Babe Bugs. I don't really care about listening about anybody else's opinion about anything, to be honest with you. Just don't give a fuck. But I got this Triceratops. Pretty cool. It's nice. And I got this skull. So I'll probably make something and put my dick. Well, my dick won't fit in there, but if I put like a lasso on it, it would be the tip of my dick and it'll just hang out like this. So, or the Triceratops would work better based on the makeup of it, and I could put a little hook on it, a little hat, and then I could just strap it over my dick. It'd be nice. When I'm playing dinosaur, when I'm playing T-Rex. So, then I got this Moyo thing. And then I got this thing. So I'm gonna turn some lights on. We just got the reading. It was delicious. I wouldn't say it was delicious, but based on the expression of choices, and wouldn't be my favorite food, but again, sometimes you compromise and you do things that you make the best of them. And so I'm really good at making the best of what it is that I have. Yeah, so again, it's like the idea of like, if someone wants more, cool, man, go find somebody who wants more. Because what I want is simple. I don't need much to make me happy. I already make myself happy. I don't need external things or a house with 15 bedrooms and I only use one. It just doesn't make any sense. For what? I could use that money, I could use that time, I could use all that focus on myself, or giving or sharing or caring or creating things for other people. I'm not trying to fill a void. I'm not trying to fill a void anymore. I definitely in the past was trying to fill a void. That was some of my journey. Me and somebody talked about it. Everyone's been chasing love. Everyone's always chasing love, right? Kind of, sort of. But it's that fairy tale Disney idea that they brainwashed you in. And I'm like, no, I'm not really looking for love. I'm looking for honesty first and trust. Because at the base level of that, at the base level, everyone's exactly the same again. At the base level, everyone wants to fuck. Everyone wants to get freaky. Everyone wants to be accepted for their kinks. Everyone wants the same exact shit. And so everyone's trying to live multiple personalities, one outside and one different one when they're by themselves. And then they're not getting what they want, or they're not being whom they are, because people shame them on whom they are in the light, in the false light, but then they don't shame them if they're the same thing, the same freak in the darkness, right? But you can't present that, because then that could affect all kinds of things like money or whatever. And so it's kind of the idea of sex and religion and stuff like that. Everyone pretends that sex is evil and bad, but that's, I'm not saying that that's what drives people, but a lot of times it does, as it does with money. Everything is pleasure based, and validation based, and energy exchange based, and needing to be needed to be seen, needed to be heard. And I don't need any of that shit. I get it. So, I mean, maybe this is kind of a double, maybe like my life is different than other people's lives, where I've always been seen, I've always been heard, I always grab the attention, I'm always the most cultivating energy in any room that I've ever been in, pre this, and now even more so this. So, I can get it where, like, again, women are so jealous of me a lot of times, especially with their mates or their partners, because their husbands will look at me in a way that is so fucking weird. I don't like it, but it's like an admiration, maybe even a boy crush, right? Man crush. Or I'm more feminine, I'm more accepting to that masculine man than their wife is. So I'm feeling a void that their wife is incapable of fulfilling, because she can't even have that sympathy or nurturing or raw fucking acceptance for herself and her own kinks and her own sexuality, let alone her husband's or her boyfriend's. And so I'm like just open. I'm open to everything, because really none of that shit matters to me. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what your sexuality is. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care what you do behind closed doors, just as long as you're two consenting adults. So, again, and so as you learn to love and accept yourself, and that you're anything and everything, you could be anything and everything you want in a minute. You could be, at any given time, I could be the happiest human being in the world. But in the right scenario, you know what I'm saying? In the right scenario, it's either life or death. So everyone's capable of anything. And so once you can get to that understanding where everyone's capable of anything, or you're capable of anything, then you can choose what you want to allow to happen and not happen from yourself, from your projections. And then again, like, you're going to realize that nobody gives a fuck about you, really. They only care about themselves. And that's not the totality of such. But you move and you act based on you, based on your feelings, based on your emotions, based on your love, based on what you're getting in return or how somebody else makes you feel. And you can get lost in that motion. And so that's where this love idea comes into play. Like somebody told me that they'll kill for love. And I'm like, I hope that you understand, like if you was to make that leap, that the act of what you, if you was to kill for love, I would just hope you understood, which you didn't, obviously, that that's not love. That's your idea of selfish something, right? Because love is peace, love is kind, love is understanding. So it would be like, say I was with some girl and I loved her to death, and she wanted, for some reason I wasn't good enough, or she needed some other dick, and she went and did it, and I would never kill. I would be like, well, obviously, you made a mistake. No, you didn't make a mistake. It is what it is. Bye. But I still love you. You know, I'm disappointed, maybe, because maybe I would have allowed you to do that if you just would have communicated to me. But you didn't. So you had to cheat. You know? Because maybe I wanted to do that, but I just didn't. There's other fine pieces of ass walking around here. You know? And if you get with somebody just for sex, it's never going to end up well. I mean, I guess it could if you want someone docile, stupid, and dumb, and who doesn't open their mouth or can't think for themselves, other than some raging fit of fictitious, imaginary passion, chaotic woman. And women are supposed to be flowy, but when they start infringing in your free will, they start doing shit behind your back, and they're super jealous, and creating these scenarios like, I had sex with someone in my dreams, so now you're fucking mad at me? It's a dream, bitch. It's a dream, you dumb fucking bitch. Like, that's really how you need to start talking to women. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. This is imaginary. Kind of like all this shit in your head is fucking imaginary until you act on it. Bitch. So that's, again, you gotta be like, really? Is that what you want? You're dumb? It's not real? You guys are filling yourself full of fucking cheating movies and death and gore and horror films and cheating and all this shit, and you're feeling it in your head, and then you create it and make it real, or you push it to make it real in your actions. You're controlling your own reality. So again, if you're old lady or old man, you're always watching crime documentaries, you're always watching these home, whatever the network is, with all this crazy shit, with the women doing cheating and whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called because it's stupid. They call it fear porn. But at least if you watch porn, they're fucking. Like, you get what you get. The fucking. That makes sense. That's fucking. Everybody knows what fucking is. And all this other shit is like, there's huge steps to create these scenarios, and you tracking people and stalking people and starting rumors on people and all this shit. So again, you create your own reality. I don't, and that's why I don't have to deal with it. Like, people could say shit and whatever, but it doesn't pertain to me because it's not my reality. I'm not doing those acts. You guys are creating those scenarios for me, and then my presence and my actions are proving otherwise. because I'm not a jealous bitch. And I'm not. Well, and you guys are making me your god. Anyone who watches the celebrity idols, all this shit, it's in your little Bible book. And you guys give your time, attention, focus to that thing. Whether you're giving good energy or you're giving negative energy. Either you hate somebody. If you hate somebody, it's because you fucking love them. You're giving them all your time. You're giving them all your attention. You just don't. You don't validate bad behavior. It's like a woman. I'm not gonna validate your bad behavior. I'll go bye. And I'll never see you again because you're nothing important to me anyways. You're nothing worth having if you just walk around doing bad things and bad behavior to try and get attention. You're just a spoiled fucking child. And I'm not going to validate that. Because I'm worth more. And so you just walk away. Like this. And you never look back. Because you already learned. Can people change? Yes. But go change with somebody else because you done missed your fucking chance. And that's kind of how you gotta be. And then people call you cold and hard. I'm like, no, I'm not cold. I'm not hard. I can love you. I can love you like I love the fucking sun. And never see you again. Never talk to you again. Do I think about you? Sure. You pop in there, I'm not in control of that. But like you say, love's not everything. Right? Is it not? No, it's not. And that's where you got to get to the point. Like, obviously, so you're going to choose money over me. Well, I choose me over everything. Because money's nothing. Money is easy. I'm telling you, money's easy. Just sell your soul a little bit. And everything falls. That's why I have no money. Because I'm not going to sell my soul. Because I'll get money without selling my soul. The authentic way. And then I'll take all the people who sold their souls money. And I still have mine. But yeah, so this is what I do, man. You just be with yourself. Again, and everything is you. And if you give yourself enough time, attention, and focus, at the end of the day, no one can tell you nothing. Because you built it. Not your daddy's money. Not your mama's money. You know? It was your time, your attention. You built it alone. And so nobody else has anything to say. And so, again, but in that notion, you got to hold accountability for your own actions and say, well, if I'm in this scenario where I'm at, it's because of me. So I could have done things differently. You know, I could go work for the man. You know, I could do this. I could do that. Or I could be happy and fine with what it is that I am. Which is a little bit stressful, I guess. But it seems to always work out. Money just falls out of the fucking sky when I need it. And so, you do good, good will be done unto you. You do bad, well, bad will be done unto you. So, I just do good things, and I don't have to worry about bad things happening to me. It's very simple. Very easy life. Just be good, and good will come. And anything that bad that does come